As the U.S. and Iran trade waves of attacks, tonight a new escalation. Central Command announcing a fresh round of strikes aimed at stopping Iran from targeting commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz, amid conflicting claims about the status of the critical waterway. The U.S. earlier said it struck 140 targets on Iran's southern coast, using drones, fighter jets, and cruise missiles launched from warships. President Trump telling Meet the Press,
"We bombed the hell out of them last night. They're very, very evil and sick people."
It comes after Iran announced on state television that it attacked and crippled a commercial cargo ship in the Strait for using an unauthorized route. Tonight, one of its crew members is still missing. But despite the intensive U.S. bombardment, Iran's showing no sign of backing down. The Revolutionary Guard launching attacks of its own against U.S. allies across the Gulf, declaring the Strait of Hormuz is shut and will remain closed until the end of U.S. interference in the region. Central Command insisting the strait is open for transit, but it's unclear if ship captains will risk running what is now a gauntlet of fire. Maritime data shows just 21 ships transited yesterday, still just a fraction of the pre-war average of around 110 ships a day. Iran says it will control the future of the strait along with neighboring Oman, a demand the U.S. says is unacceptable. Pakistani officials who brokered last month's memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran tonight appealing for calm, as the Middle East appears to be spiraling back into full-blown conflict.
Raf is joining us now live from Jerusalem. Raf, what else are we learning about this latest wave now of U.S. strikes?
So, Hallie, Central Command says these strikes were launched after Iranian forces once again opened fire on commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. They say U.S. warplanes have so far shot down an Iranian cruise missile and a one-way attack drone, but there could be more to come. Hallie.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.